Hey guys, welcome back. Oh my gosh. Let's try this again. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Tonight's video is going to be super simple. We're gonna be making tortilla pepperoni pizzas. It really doesn't get much easier. You need 4 ingredients, 3 if you don't like pepperonis. So you need some kind of wrap, some kind of sauce, some kind of cheese, and toppings of your choice. I'm going with turkey pepperoni. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right in. One thing that I did want to talk about, so for my specific meal that I'm showing you, I have 2 different wraps. So you can have one of these, you can make 2 of these. I personally am starving, so I'm gonna make 2 of these tortilla pizzas. And for everything total, the 2 tortillas, it is going to be 7 points. So that's super, super low in points. If you have 1 tortilla, if you have 1 tortilla pizza, I do have to calculate the points. The beautiful thing about this recipe is that the possibilities are endless, and I hate calling this a recipe. It's a meal idea because it's so easy. So if you use these wraps, this is what one of my wraps is. I only have 1 of these left, that's why I have to use 2 different ones. The Bandarita carb counter, 1 smart point for 1 wrap. If you use 2 wraps, it ends up being 3 points on the WW math. So I have 1 of those for 1 point. And I'm using this one, the Tumaro's multigrain carb-wise wraps. 1 point for these. If you do use these for both wraps, it's 1 point per, and it would be 2 points total. If you use the other ones, if you use 2 of the La Bandarita, it is 3 points total for 2 wraps. Additionally, for me, for this recipe, I'm gonna be using 10 turkey pepperonis per pizza, so it's 2 points total for the pepperonis, and like I said, 10 on one, 10 on the other, so 20 total. Then I am doing a 1/2 cup of the Kraft fat-free mozzarella on each pizza, so that is 3 smart points. So for 1 full cup, it's 3 smart points of this. And then for my sauce, I'm just using this Hunt's, sorry about the glare from my ring light, it's the Hunt's tomato sauce. So that is it for the ingredients. So let's just jump right in and make these bad boys. So first I'm going to be starting off with some sauce. I have found that less is more, so I do about 3 spoonfuls per tortilla, and I feel like that's perfect. Next I'm going to go in with some Kraft fat-free cheddar cheese. I'm going to do 56 grams per tortilla, which is a 1/2 cup for 1 point. If you do 1/2 cup per tortilla, it ends up being 3 smart points. Then I'm going to do the Hormel Turkey Pepperonis. I'm going to do 10 per pizza, and that is 2 smart points total. And now I'm just going to assemble the second one. Same thing. So now I did it on these racks because I'm gonna put these in my air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, you can definitely bake them in the oven. I put them in at 400, and I just sort of look in and babysit, and because they're tortilla pizzas, they do cook pretty fast. So I am gonna put mine in my air fryer, and then we're just gonna babysit them, and I will post somewhere on the screen how long I really needed to cook them. For me, also, just this is me personally, in the oven, you won't have to worry about this. My air fryer, like depending on the rack that you have it in, either the middle or the bottom, the higher up you put it, the faster it cooks. So I've noticed that the cheese melts differently for the different racks. So usually what I'll do is put 1 on 1 rack, 1 underneath to start cooking, and then I take the middle rack out, and then I replace the other one so that the cheese can sort of crisp up a little bit, because the one on the very bottom kind of gets, the cheese melts like puddly, if that makes sense, more like goopy, and then the cheese kind of crisps up when it's on the middle rack. So I made that way more confusing than it had to be. But anyways, let's get these in the air fryer. So as you can see, that's what I meant about the racks. So I can only put them in the very top where it would burn, the middle, and the bottom. So I'm gonna cook, this will cook the fastest, and then once this is done, I'm gonna pull it out, and then I'm gonna put this here for maybe a minute or two. Don't mind my dirty air fryer, it's like beyond dirty. All right, so we're gonna do bake. And I'm gonna bring it up to 385, I think. 380 will do. And the time, we'll do 10. And we wait, actually. It's so dirty. All right, so this is basically just preheating. I don't even think it's done anything in terms of the timer here, but I'm just gonna peep. So we haven't really done anything yet. So see what I mean about the cheese getting a little bit like browned in the air fryer? I have it, it's obviously too close to like the source of the heat, but this one is more, I'm sorry, my air fryer is so gross. This one is more puddly cheese. So I'm gonna let it go for a couple more minutes. The pepperonis, there's like a fan that goes on in here and it makes the pepperonis fly. So still gonna give it maybe another minute or two. You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna take this out and I'm gonna swap them now. But like this one looks so much more appetizing, right? And I mean, it's totally up to you how long. You just basically need to keep it in there long enough to melt the cheese. Oh gosh, I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm gonna burn myself. All right, so this is super, that one we're just gonna use as the, I'm gonna eat it, but this one will be the test subject, the one that I will actually be filming because the other one's sad. It's so hot. Big work. Yeah. I think it's just that I put the Tumaro's wraps up at the top and it got a little crispy. So this is what they look like fresh out of the air fryer. Don't mind that's gonna sound like that for a minute because my air fryer has to cool down and the fan is blowing in there, so this one's still passable, it's all good. But this one looks really good. Okay, I did this one, and my sad pizza. It's okay, we still love you. Just a little crispy. Who knows, maybe that'll add more flavor. Oh my God, even the pepperoni's like... All right. So, with all this, you can have pizza night with your family and still stay on track. So I think that that's pretty awesome. All right, so I'm gonna give this a taste test. One thing you could do is maybe throw some pizza seasoning on it. The pepperonis add a ton of flavor, so I don't feel like it needs it, but if you wanted to even add a little extra flavor if you're not using pepperoni, or maybe you're just doing vegetables on the top with cheese, just an idea, you could do pizza seasoning or Italian seasoning on this just to give it some extra flavor. But yeah, this is absolutely delicious. It looks beautiful. You can make it in your air fryer, you can make it in your oven, but just be warned, the rack that you put it on, the bottom rack is best if you do it in your air fryer. So maybe if you're doing it in your oven, Keep it kind of low because otherwise it does look a little, look at this sad piece. A little burnt, but you know what? Still edible, still delicious. And I'm sure the crunch is gonna be delicious too. Let's taste it. Am I the only weird person that kind of enjoys the taste of something that's just a little bit crispy? I think that's actually delicious. Doesn't look the best, doesn't look the most presentable, but I almost feel like the burnt pizza tastes slightly better than the one that looks good, but I'd much rather have my pizza look a little more presentable than this sad guy. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did like this and you want more recipes, meal ideas. I can't even call this video, like I said, a recipe. It's so simple, but it's just something that I threw together. It's low in points and it's a comfort food. I always want pizza, and when my family's eating pizza and I know how high in points it is, it's like, it stinks to have to like a lot and eat all 0 point foods all day. So if you found that you have not allotted points for pizza and your family's getting it, this is a great alternative. It takes like 2 seconds to make, throw in the oven, and you got yourself some pizza. So that is it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.